Taking it up a notch with our quads and hamstring workouts with our bands and a few little small weights. If you do have them, if you don't, we'll work accordingly. Starting off with this very unique squat that we're doing. You're going down with one knee to the other knee. Please be careful on those knees and taking it straight back up to a low squat into a jump squat. I hope that made sense, and I hope you didn't get confused. From there, we're going on to our leg curls. My main focus, of course, is for you to keep that knee elevated up. You want to flex your foot so that when you straighten it all the way out, you really feel the muscles in that hamstring, and to make sure that you're actually using the correct muscles to do the exercise. Of course, the band is just going to add more weight. That's all bands are. It's just another form of weights that you can have. So please focus on that as you do that. I have added another band on to this one, of course. We are doing 2 back lunges with a kickback as well. With all these things, make sure that your knee is facing the ground, the one that you are using to take up for that kickback, while the other one is not surpassing your toe. Please bend both knees. Be cautious of everything. And you really want to lift up the leg because you're working out that hamstring as well as the glute muscle. From here, go on over and get on a wall. I still have that band on too. So we are doing hip or abductions basically on the wall, and we're going to press out at the same time. So I did 5 press outs with my hip abductions, and then I held for 5 seconds. Okay. This is just a different angle. I wanted to give you the guys angles, of course. Once again, when you're doing this way, when you're doing your press out, please make sure that your hands are right where your chest is. You don't want them to lag down, and you don't want your feet too close together. So when you abduct, you don't your knees don't crunch back in, and you don't end up hurting your knees. Quality over quantity, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I ever wanted. Okay, this is such a good one. So effective. Please keep both hands as straight as you can right at your ears. You are going to squat 3 times. After those 3 times of squatting, you're going to hold down for 3 seconds. Okay? With this exercise, please don't lock your legs. Keep those legs roughly bent, not too bent, but you want to make sure that you keep your quads activated the entire time. Your weight is in the heels of your feet, not your toes, and your chest is up. Okay, so right here we're going to do a backward lunge with both legs into a jump squat. Okay, very simple, no weights needed, just great for your legs. Any type of plyometrics is always good for toning. Don't ever forget that, ladies. You don't always need weights. You can do these type of things to keep everything toned and getting right and getting tight. So we're going to go ahead and max out that good old hamstring right here, keeping that leg elevated the same way how you did with the leg curl. You're just going to keep that leg straight instead, and I just want you to pulse. When I say pulse, just go back and forth. Don't let that foot touch the ground because you're not trying to do that effectively. You want to be in maybe like a 1 to 2 inch area going back and forth with your pulse, so you really, really, really feel it in that hamstring. From here, we're going to do a little more with the hamstrings. We're going up. We're going to keep our hips up in a bridge position while we walk our feet out. I prefer you stay on your heels so that you really feel that muscle in your hamstrings being worked and being strained. Well, not strained, but being used. And you're going to walk it out as far as you can and then walk it back in. Towards the end, you're going to do as many hip thrusters as you possibly can. Now, if you're at the park like how I was, find a good old bench and you're going up those not steps, just one. You're jumping up that step. When you do this, for me, I try not to do any double steps before I jump onto whatever I'm jumping onto. You don't want to tire yourself out. So I like to place a mark, even if it's in the sand or in the dirt, where I landed and where I started at for each one. This one, I just, of course, took it up one more level because I felt like I could. So here, once again, you don't need a band, but I used one just because I wanted to add a little more restraint for me. You are going out into an ab split. Keep both hands behind your bottom. Lean back as much as you need to in this. So you're going to do an ab split and you're going to come in for an in out. It's going to kill you, but it's going to be great in the end. Come back. Bye.